I want to tell you one thing that most of you think that I'm able to speak English at least. But then the question comes in my mind, yes, I can speak, but still I have doubt. Why I have doubt? Because I know it is very easy to speak present tense sentences, but when it comes to explain something about past or anything which you are going to do in future, if this kind of sentences, paragraphs, stories, thoughts, emotion you have to express, then it becomes so difficult. You get confused whether I should use will or would, can or could, this kind of things. And when this fear comes in your mind, you forget even your basic things that you already know. So, hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel where I'm learning spoken English and still learning because I still need to clarify most of the things which I am talking about in this video right now. That is, English learner, especially beginner level and intermediate level as well, quite often get confused explaining past and future related things. So in this video, I'm going to practice the model would related sentences in a story format so that I can get the clarity. And this way, of course, I will be improving my English communication skill. And if you get any idea, if you get any benefit from this, then I would be happy. And I would tell you that you should also try different variation of practicing spoken English, because that is what we require. We need to speak English on daily basis. We need to start with very basic things. Day to day life English is very important to make your to bring in you into your habit. Otherwise, learning hi-fi English and learning big word is not going to help you to go long way, because one day you will speak and you may be using that big word for defining particular things, specific thing. But when it comes speaking normal English, normal conversation, we need day to day's life common English word on daily basis. Okay, so my focus is more upon that. And there I realized that, for example, whatever I did yesterday, okay, when you ask me explain those things, I would be little afraid. Reason, I can speak everything about today, that today I did this, I did that, I'm going to do this, I will be doing this. But when it comes to speak what you had done in your college days, in your school days, then most of the time we use would, and that is where we get confused. So I'm going to practice these all things so that I can get the clarity, and also practice in this way so that I can improve my communication skill. Okay, so in this video, I will be talking about my past memory, everything related to my past, schooling, college, and whatever I used to do. Okay, so let's get started. And you know that during our childhood, just like you, I also had some dream, as all children have to become some or other thing. I had dream of becoming an army officer, and this particular dream came in my mind when I saw a very beautiful, smart lady of Indian Army officer. It was love at first sight kind of things that had happened to me. And that day I decided one day I would also become an Indian Army officer. Though this reality didn't happen till now, but I would work so hard from that day onwards, because I knew for reaching that place I need to work on my English. And my English used to be so poor that time that I could not even fetch good marks in my all the academic. Throughout the academic I couldn't perform very well. I will tell you the reason why. My all subject were in English. I mean, I was from English medium, but then what happened, every teacher of our school used to teach us in Hindi. They would not explain everything in English. They would explain each and everything in Hindi in a story form, because they were not interested to teach student. you know how Indian education system is all about. So the same thing happened to me, and this particular habit of teacher ended up losing the interest of every children in English language. They started enjoying the process because they did not have to put much effort to learn English language. But then this requirement we started feeling when we reach class 10. And especially if I talk about myself, when I landed in the world of competitive zone, there I understood the real meaning of English language, that how important it is. When I realized that I need to work on my spoken English, then it becomes so horrible for me because I was not even able to read English, forget about speaking English. But then I was quite determined and I started learning English. I would burn, midnight oil for learning vocabulary, solving translation, Hindi to English, English to Hindi, and I would do each and every homework related to spoken, classes which I had joined. And I was the only child and only student throughout the that institution, the English learning institution, where homework would be done. I mean, I was the only who used to do homework. Other would not do because they were not that much consistent. They were not that much passionate. So what happened when I realized that hard work is the only thing and hard work is the only key to achieve any success, I became more confident when I learned English language in a span of 1 month. It all credit goes to my hard work. Of course, I would do such a day night hard work in such a very rigorous form that even today I'm not able to do the same kind of effort. And that is why I believe even today, whatever my English language uh, which I have lost, I can gain all those again just by putting those kind of hard work. So, as I was telling you about my story, then the story, I think I diverted from my story in between. Sorry for that. So, what happened when I would do all the homework and everything, I became good student in terms of learning English very fast, and it did happen. But after completing that course, I would stop the whole practice. And this way, I lost the momentum of speaking English in a fluent manner. And that was the worst scenario of my life because by that time I had to face interview. And their interviewer would ask each and everything in English. They would not allow you to speak Hindi or any other sentences. Though there is a mentality or concept, I would say that if you are stucking in between, you are allowed to use one word or two word of your mother tongue. Let's say Hindi, if you are Hindi speaker, you can use Hindi word, not in fact sentences. But ultimately it would give you a wrong impression that this person does not know good I mean, this person does not know English in a very well manner. So no candidate would give a chance to interviewer to reject him. And that's what I did. But on the other hand, my fluency was not up to the mark where he can consider me the best student, best candidate, because the vacancies would be around three or four, something like that. And student, I mean, the candidate appearing for that examination, for that competition, used to be more than 5,000, 10,000, something like that. So this was not a hard and fast rule. It is easy to understand that the person, I mean, the interviewer would choose the best one who already know the English. So I realized this mind mistake, and from there I started practicing again. And in the journey of learning and practicing spoken English, I learned very important thing is it is not only the game of grammar and practice, but understanding. You have to understand whatever you are speaking. Do you understand that why you use this sentence? Do you understand that if I have to explain something about previous thing, then how I should formate the sentences. These things are very important. When you understand these things, English becomes easy. It becomes it gets so easy, just like a cakewalk and something like that. I mean, there is a proverb. So when I understood this thing, I thought I'm just running blindly here and there without knowing what I need. But now I have understood that I feel difficulty to explaining things which have already happened. I'm not able to explain things which is going to happen in future. Every time we cannot say will, shall, will. Sometimes there are rule for imaginary futuristic things. We need to use model wood, and to understand all this concept we need to practice on this theme, like explaining something which already happened or which is going to happen, because practicing on same thing is not going to upgrade your communication skill. We need to bring variation, and that is why I'm talking about on this thing and practicing simultaneously. So that's all for this video. I hope if you get any benefit idea, then definitely implement it in your communication skill journey as well, where you can improve your speaking skill. And if you have any suggestion, advice, or something like that, you can write it down in the comment section box. I will definitely try to use them in my practice as well, because we both are here to improve English. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a English speaker or something like that proficient. I'm still in the journey and improving, and I believe there is no room for perfection. We need to keep improving and keep growing on daily basis. So thank you all for watching this video. Take care. Bye.